Good morning. This is Mrs. McDonald, and I am making this video for you to watch. If you're not able to come to conference night, you'll still get the gist of what you would have found out if you came. If you're still coming, then we can talk about even more. So if you're planning on coming, please still come. But if you aren't able to come, I want you to be aware of all the information that you need to know about your student. Number one, your student should have an A or a B in my class. There is absolutely no reason, and definitely not because their teacher did not grade. I grade almost every single day before I go to sleep at night. Everything is graded. I would say at least 5 or 6 nights a week. That's the truth. I might not do it, or they may send it very late and I didn't get it until the next day. But trust me, stuff is graded in my class. So if they tell you, oh, she just hadn't graded it, that is not the case in my class. Maybe in others, but not mine. No, it's too late. I can't turn it in. Well, that only applies to grade charts and a certain number of assignments. I usually give ample time, sometimes even 3 weeks to turn something in. You may not get full credit, but if it is still open, your student should complete that task and turn it in. Why? Because all of our assignments are linked with the skills that they need to know to pass the reading benchmark. We're going to talk about all these dates in a moment. The goal of our class is to make sure that your student has proficient skills in a number of areas so that they are able to function in life, right? Okay, well, they also need to be able to pass that reading benchmark. It's called technically the FSA ELA graduation benchmark. We just call it the reading benchmark for quick. It's got English and it's got reading in it. So there are a lot of skills that your student is probably lacking in that we have been working on. I have a lot of fun things that they like to do. They like free rice. Sometimes they like Achieve. Some of the chalk talks are more fun, or at least they're interactive and they feel like they're doing something. Whether they like it or not, no offense, is not my job and it's not my goal. I like them to like it, but if they don't like it, it's okay. They still need to complete the task. So that's number one. Your student should have at least an A or a B in my class. If they don't, you need to have a conversation with them about what do they have a 0 for and what do they need to complete. All right. Number two, we are taking many tests. In fact, 3 huge tests coming up in the next 6 weeks. All right, 2 before our spring break and then 1 after. So the first one that we're going to be taking is, you can see right up here, the FSA. The FSA is going to be on February 20th, 21st, and 22nd. It is very important that your student is here on those days. The first day will be writing. They will have to write basically a paper. They will have up to 90 minutes, and then if they want more time, they're able to get more time after that. That's day 1. Day 2 and day 3 are reading days. They have to read passages, answer questions, and there are some interactive things that they will be doing with that. Those scores will not come back in until probably early May, but it is one of the ways that they are able to pass the reading benchmark. There are 3 different ways: FSA, SAT, ACT. So that's the first test they're going to be taking. All right, then they're going to be taking the SAT on 3/1. Okay, I'll turn my camera around and get that in a minute so you can see it better. But on March 1st, during the regular school day, all juniors and all seniors are going to take the SAT. Juniors will take it at regular time. Seniors will get time and a half. So that's the second way and the second big test coming up. All right, then we'll go away and have spring break. And then we'll come back and we'll have a few weeks, and then we'll be getting ready for this ACT that is on March 28th, 29th, and 30th. If they need the math benchmark, they're taking all 3 days. If they only need the reading benchmark, they're taking the first day and the last day. They're only taking English and reading. So your student should know. We do a lot of things to make sure that your student, I do a lot of things to make sure that your student is well aware, and they're supposed to be informing you. In fact, give me 2 seconds and I will show you what your student should have sent home for you, because every student was asked to fill this out so that you should be well aware of their numbers. You should have seen a form like this, and you should have had to have signed. Please don't sign it if my initials aren't on it. I signed to make sure that the scores they put on here were correct. All right, and those were their best scores, so that you know what their scores already are, so that you know how far away your student is. We have a lot of students that I think are going to pass with maybe even all 3, but a lot of students are going to pass with that SAT on March 1st based on their PSAT score. That is a predictor of what they can do. Now, the ACT, that is all juniors and all seniors. This is the one late in March. All juniors and all seniors get to take it at triple time, 3 times the normal amount of time. That's huge. This is when we really, really see a lot of students pass. In fact, we have never given it to juniors, so this will be a new thing for juniors, but this is when a lot of our seniors are able to pass. My goal for your student is to pass this reading benchmark, and as seniors graduate, and or for juniors to pass this and not have to have this class and this heavy burden during their senior year, okay? After that, we're going to do a lot of financial stuff and some more practical living things that I usually do every year that are just good things for our students to know that they may not get in another class. So we know that April and May, we are waiting on scores. These scores usually come back within about 3 weeks, SAT and ACT. The FSA is going to take till about the beginning of May. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I am available on text. If I have texted you, you have my phone number. My phone number is on here. You may email me, or you may send me a Canvas message. My goal is to help your student find success. Please partner with me so that we can do this together. Thank you for your time.